Earning passive income in crypto couldn't be easier these days. I show you all kinds of great ways to be able to earn passive income with your cryptocurrency, and today I'm going to show you yet another really great solution that is embedded into a really cool game that is upcoming that I think you guys are really going to love. Are you ready? Hey crypto friends, thanks again for joining me. So today we're talking all about passive income through staking. Staking is when you hold certain tokens and you can lock them up in a platform or smart contract to receive dividends, rewards over time. It works a lot like a savings account or a CD in a lot of ways, where you can lock up these kinds of value, and you're paid dividends or you're paid rewards out over time for locking them up. And today we're talking all about Illuvium. Illuvium is an upcoming game that is going to be on the Ethereum/Immutable platform, and it is going to, and they just launched their staking, so it's going to have this really great staking mechanism, and we're going to dive all into how that works today and why you want to get involved right now before this game even launches. But before we get into all of that, if you love gaming, NFTs, and earning money in crypto, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and smash that like button if you want to maximize your profits in crypto. Okay, so let's jump into Illuvium and take a little bit more look at this game and exactly what it is all about. So here we are at the Illuvium website, and the game is, we'll say, for lack of a very better word, it's kind of like a Pokemon style battler. There's a lot more to it than that, but because the graphics are so much more in depth, they're rich. That's built on Unreal Engine, so it's going to be high quality, as you can see here just from the website splash page. But essentially what you're doing is, you've crash landed on this planet. You found out there's these really cool, crazy creatures called Illuvials, and you can capture and control them using these shards that you mine on the planet. And so it's created this whole nice cyclic ecosystem, and you battle your Illuvials against other players for rewards in their native token ILV. So beyond that, there's a lot of other in-game assets like crafting and making armor and weapons and upgrading all of your Illuvials and upgrading your shards. And so all of those actions, they require you to use a little bit of your Illuvial to be able to pay for those actions on the network. So there's this really great economy that they have built around the game in general. And so now recently they've launched their staking rewards for the platform, which are really interesting because 100% of these in-game revenues are distributed back to people who are staking. Now, I just told you, all these different methods in-game that people are going to be able to have to use ILV, so they're in-game revenues, right? If someone goes to upgrade a shard that they keep their Illuvial in, or they want to craft weapons or whatever it may be, they're going to have to burn a little bit of this ILV, or essentially, use that ILV here in the platform, and then that revenue is then being distributed back to people who are staking. So I think that's a really cool, ingenious idea here, and it incentivizes people to hold that token. Now, when we look at the staking platform here, so 3 million tokens are being distributed over 3 years. So not only are you going to get these in-game revenues, but you'll have these tokens that are distributed in this pool for 3 years here. So they have actually 2 different tokens. The way it works is they have ILV, which is the main token for the platform, and then they have SILV, which is the actual in-game currency, right? So these are handled a little bit differently, and so you have a little bit of a different way of going about this. You can actually take your rewards in one or the other. Now, there are some differences if you take them in ILV versus SILV, and we'll get to that in just a second. So basically how it works is you have your tokens in your MetaMask wallet, and because this is an Ethereum-based game, which is going to be on Immutable X, which I think is going to be really amazing, which means there's not going to be any of these crazy transaction fees that we've talked about. I love Immutable, what they're doing, and the Immutable X platform is a really great one that I think a lot of people are going to see that it's going to be a major player in the NFT and crypto gaming industry. So they have a couple of different pools here that you can stake your ILV tokens. You have to have them in your MetaMask, and you can connect it to the website here, and you have your core pools or your flash pools. Now, core pools are the 2 pools that you would assume they were going to be. It is a basic ILV staking pool, And then there is the LP pool. So if you want to provide liquidity on SushiSwap, you can do that here in staking this. And they do have different APYs, right? So if you're providing liquidity, you have to have both Ethereum and ILV to do so. If you're just going to stake at ILV, then that's all you need is just having ILV in your wallet. And you do get different APYs with those, annual percentage yields on those pools. Now, when it comes to the rewards, like I said, you can either get rewards in ILV or rewards in SILV. Now, if you go with ILV, then there is a 12-month vesting period. And what that means is your rewards are locked up. You cannot take them out, you cannot withdraw them. But one of the great things about this is they're auto compounding, right? So you don't have to do anything. So if you're like, hey, you know what? I can take some of my rewards in ILV and then some in SILV because that way I want to use them in game. You can do it, back and forth as you're earning these rewards, and know that the ones that are locked up for 12 months as ILV, they're earning you compounding interest, and that's what we want to do with their staking rewards, anyways. Is we want to continue to compound them because they're gonna keep going up and up and up, right? So you do have this vesting period. You got to keep that in mind. The ILV token itself has been exploding here over the last couple of weeks, and has actually hit all-time highs just recently. So if we go look at the chart here real quick on my favorite site, CoinGecko, you can see since the project started, they kind of launched here and it immediately went up to about $90, almost to $100 really quickly. And then as a lot of other projects have kind of done here over the last month or two, since the hype has died off here in May for the crypto markets, we've seen it bleed out down to about the $30 level. Now, just over the last month, or even a little bit less than a month, it has now climbed to all-time highs, hitting $112. And we've seen it actually dip down a little bit here in the last week, but now making a pretty big recovery back towards these all-time highs. So these types of staking rewards are going to net you some pretty good long-term rewards if this price action continues to appreciate. And this is a game that has it's not even launched yet. It's still in pre-status. It's not even ready to go. But I am so confident in this game and the team behind it, what they're doing. They have very large, money backing this game. The people who are developing it have a lot of good experience, and the game visuals that we've already seen. If you've not seen my previous Illuvials video, are amazing. So make sure you go watch that previous Illuvio video. I put a link up here above. And hopefully this helped you to get a good idea of how good the staking rewards and platform is with this game. This is something you might want to look into right now and look for a great opportunity to get in the ILV token and start staking today. Well, that's all we have for today, folks. Until next time, stash that crypto.